Welcome to our channel, where we learn life lessons. Today, we dive into Let's Talk Money by Monika Halan. This book is a practical guide to personal finance for every Indian. Monika Halan simplifies complex money concepts and shows you how to take control of your financial life. In this video, we explore every chapter with detailed explanations, examples, charts, and actionable steps you can apply today. Get ready to transform your relationship with money. Monika Halan is one of India's most respected financial writers. She is a certified financial planner and has spent decades demystifying money for ordinary people. She was a founding member of the Center for Investment Education and Learning and writes regularly for Mint and Live Mint. Her deep understanding of the Indian financial system makes her the perfect guide for your money journey. This book distills her years of experience into an accessible roadmap. Why does this book matter? Because financial literacy in India is dangerously low. Most people rely on family advice, bank salespeople, or random tips from friends. The result is widespread financial insecurity. This book gives you a clear, step-by-step system to manage your money regardless of your income. It is not about getting rich quickly. It is about building lasting financial security through smart, disciplined habits that anyone can learn. The heart of this book is the money box system. Imagine your finances divided into separate boxes, each serving a specific purpose. Most people keep all their money in one place and wonder why they never have enough. Monika teaches you to compartmentalize your money into distinct boxes: income, spending, investing, protection, and goals. Each box has a job, and money does not move between boxes without clear intention. The foundation is the three-account system. Account 1 is the income account. This is where your salary or business income lands. Think of it as a transit lounge, not a destination. Money comes in here only briefly before being distributed to its proper boxes. The income account should never be your savings account. Its sole purpose is to receive income and immediately route it to where it needs to go. Account 2 is the spend it account. This is for your regular monthly expenses: rent, groceries, utilities, transportation, entertainment, everything you spend each month. The rule is simple: put exactly 1 month of expenses here at the start of each month, and then spend only from this account. When it is empty, stop spending. This prevents the biggest mistake people make, spending their savings because it is mixed with spending money. Account 3 is the invested account. This is where your savings go, money that will grow over time for your future goals. The key insight of the book is that savings and investments are not the same. Savings are for short-term needs. Investments are for long-term growth. The invested account should be at a different bank from your spending account. This psychological barrier prevents you from dipping into your future. The first and most critical box is your emergency fund. Monika recommends 6 months of essential expenses. Why 6? Because research shows it takes the average professional 3 to 6 months to find a new job after job loss. A medical emergency, a car breakdown, or a family crisis should not push you into debt. Your emergency fund is your financial shock absorber. It gives you the peace of mind to take risks in your career and life. Where should you keep your emergency fund? Not in stocks or mutual funds, because they can lose value just when you need them most. The book recommends keeping it in a savings account, a liquid fund, or a fixed deposit with sweep-in facility. You need 3 things: safety, liquidity, and a little bit of interest. The goal is not to maximize returns but to have money available instantly when life throws a curveball at you. Now let's talk about protection. Term life insurance is the only life insurance you need. It is pure protection, simple and cheap. For an annual premium of just 10 to 15,000 rupees, a 30-year-old non-smoker can get coverage of 1 crore rupees. Compare that to endowment plans or ULIPs where the same premium buys you only 10 to 15 lakhs of coverage. Term insurance is the most intelligent financial product for your family's protection. Let me show you why ULIPs and endowment plans are terrible investments. They combine insurance with investment, and they do both poorly. A ULIP charges you premium allocation charges, fund management fees, and mortality charges. These fees eat up your returns. Monika uses a powerful chart to show that a term plan plus a separate mutual fund investment always outperforms a ULIP by a huge margin. Never mix insurance and investment. Health insurance is non-negotiable. A single hospitalization can wipe out years of savings. Monika recommends a family floater plan that covers your entire family under one sum insured. For a family of 4, a 10 to 15 lakh rupee cover is the minimum. Do not rely on your employer's group health insurance, because it stops the day you leave your job. Buy your own individual health insurance policy that stays with you for life. Consider adding a critical illness cover to your health insurance. Diseases like cancer, heart attack, and kidney failure are not just physically devastating, they are financially catastrophic. A critical illness plan pays you a lump sum upon diagnosis, regardless of your hospital bills. This money covers your loss of income, travel for treatment, and home modifications. For a small additional premium, this is one of the most valuable protections you can buy. Now let's move to investing. Monika identifies 4 main asset classes: debt, equity, gold, and real estate. Each plays a different role in your portfolio. Debt provides safety and regular income. Equity provides growth and beats inflation over the long term. Gold is a hedge against extreme uncertainty. Real estate, despite its cultural appeal, is often overrated as an investment. The key is knowing what each asset class can and cannot do for you. Debt investments include fixed deposits, bonds, post office savings, and debt mutual funds. They are safe but give low returns, typically 5 to 8%. Fixed deposits are insured up to 5 lakh rupees by the RBI. Debt mutual funds offer slightly higher returns and better tax efficiency. Monika recommends using debt for your short-term goals, money you will need in the next 1 to 3 years. Never invest for long-term growth in debt alone. Equity means owning a piece of a business. Over 20-year periods, Indian equities have delivered 12 to 15% annual returns, far outpacing inflation. But equities are volatile. In any given year, they can fall 30 or 40%. Monika recommends investing in equity through diversified mutual funds rather than individual stocks. A good equity fund holds 50 to 60 stocks across different sectors, spreading your risk intelligently. Gold has a special place in Indian culture, but as an investment it has limitations. Over the long term, gold has returned about 8 to 10%, lower than equities. Gold does not produce income like dividends or rent. It only generates returns when you sell it at a higher price. Monika recommends limiting gold to 5 to 10% of your portfolio. Use sovereign gold bonds or gold ETFs, not physical gold which has purity and storage issues. Real estate is every Indian's favorite investment, but Monika urges caution. A house is a home first, an investment second. Real estate has high transaction costs, low liquidity, and requires constant maintenance. The rental yield in India is pitiful, just 2 to 3%. Meanwhile, a diversified equity portfolio has historically outperformed real estate by a wide margin. Buy a home to live in, but invest your savings in financial assets. Here is Monika's age-based asset allocation rule: your equity allocation should be 100 minus your age. If you are 30 years old, 70% of your portfolio should be in equity and 30% in debt. At age 40, it becomes 60-40. At age 60, it is 40-60. This rule ensures you take enough risk when you are young and have time to recover from market downturns, and shift to safety as you near retirement. Mutual funds pool money from many investors and invest in a diversified portfolio. They are managed by professional fund managers. Monika recommends starting with large-cap funds that invest in India's top 100 companies. As you learn more, you can add mid-cap and small-cap funds. But for most people, a simple portfolio of one large-cap fund and one debt fund is all you need. Keep it simple and stay disciplined. Systematic investment plans, or SIPs, are the best way to invest in mutual funds. A SIP invests a fixed amount every month regardless of market conditions. This averages out your purchase cost and removes the stress of timing the market. Monika shows a chart comparing a lump sum investor who invested at the market peak versus a SIP investor. The SIP investor always comes out ahead because they buy more units when markets are low and fewer when they are high. Should you choose active or passive funds? Active funds try to beat the market by picking winning stocks. Passive funds simply track an index like the Nifty 50. Monika presents evidence that most active fund managers fail to beat the index over the long term. She recommends index funds and exchange-traded funds for most investors. They have lower fees, are more tax efficient, and consistently deliver market returns without manager risk. Every investment must be linked to a specific goal. Short-term goals are 1 to 3 years away, a vacation, a wedding, a down payment for a car. For short-term goals, use only debt instruments like fixed deposits or liquid funds. Never invest short-term money in equities. If the stock market crashes just before your wedding, you cannot tell your fiancé to wait 5 years for the market to recover. Match your investment to your time horizon. Medium-term goals are 3 to 7 years away, a child's college education, a home renovation, or starting a business. For medium-term goals, use a mix of debt and equity. A balanced fund or a hybrid fund that maintains a 60-40 equity-debt ratio is perfect. This gives you growth from equities and stability from debt. As the goal gets closer, gradually shift the money from equity to debt to protect it from market volatility. Long-term goals are more than 7 years away: retirement, a child's higher education, or building substantial wealth. For long-term goals, you can be aggressively in equity. Use 100-age rule to determine your equity allocation. The key to long-term investing is patience. Do not panic when markets fall. Do not get greedy when markets rise. Stay invested through the cycles and let the power of compounding do its magic over decades. Retirement is the most important financial goal. Here is Monika's retirement rule: save your age as a percentage of your income. If you are 25, save 25% of your income. If you are 40, save 40%. This rule automatically adjusts your savings rate as you age. The earlier you start, the less you need to save each month. A 25-year-old who saves 25% for 30 years will have a huge corpus at retirement. India offers 3 powerful retirement vehicles. The Public Provident Fund or PPF offers tax-free returns at around 7 to 8% with a 15-year lock-in. The Employees Provident Fund or EPF is mandatory for salaried employees and builds a significant corpus over a career. The National Pension System or NPS offers equity exposure with tax benefits. Monika recommends using all 3 in combination for a secure retirement. Albert Einstein reportedly called compounding the 8th wonder of the world. Here is a striking example. If you invest 10,000 rupees every month starting at age 25, assuming 12% annual returns, you will have over 3 crore rupees at age 60. If you start just 10 years later at age 35, you will have only 85 lakhs. Starting early is not just better, it is exponentially better. Time is the most powerful force in investing. Inflation is the silent thief that destroys your purchasing power. At 6% inflation, the cost of everything doubles every 12 years. If you keep your money in a savings account earning 3%, you are actually losing purchasing power every year. This is why you must invest, not just save. Your investments need to earn more than inflation to grow your real wealth. Equities are the only asset class that has consistently beaten inflation over long periods. Tax planning is not about evasion, it is about efficiency. Monika recommends maximizing Section 80C deductions through PPF, ELSS funds, and life insurance premiums. For most people, the simplest strategy is to invest in ELSS mutual funds which have the shortest 3-year lock-in and offer equity returns. Combine this with PPF for debt exposure. Do not buy tax-saving products that do not make financial sense just to save a small amount of tax. Most Indians die without a will, creating immense legal hassles for their families. Monika emphasizes that a will is not for rich people, it is for anyone who owns anything. Without a will, the court decides who gets your assets, a process that can take years. A simple will costs only 5 to 10,000 rupees to draft and can save your family months of grief. Nominees are not enough, you need a legally valid will for proper succession planning. Let us go deeper into why ULIPs are bad. The book shows a detailed comparison. A 30-year-old buying a ULIP with an annual premium of 50,000 rupees will get about 15 lakhs after 20 years. The same person buying a term plan for 10,000 rupees and investing the remaining 40,000 in a diversified equity fund will get over 40 lakhs. ULIPs are sold by commissions, not by logic. Avoid them completely. Chit funds and Ponzi schemes prey on greed and financial illiteracy. They promise unrealistically high returns, often 20 to 30%. Monika's rule is simple: if it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. No legitimate investment can consistently deliver more than 15% returns in India. Always check if the scheme is registered with SEBI or RBI. If it is not registered, it is almost certainly a fraud. Credit card debt is the most expensive debt you can have. With interest rates at 36 to 48% per annum, credit card debt grows at an alarming rate. If you carry a balance of 1 lakh rupees and make only minimum payments, it will take you over 20 years to pay it off and you will pay over 3 lakhs in interest alone. Monika says, use credit cards for convenience, not for credit. Pay your bill in full every single month. Gold loans and personal loans are other dangerous debt products. Gold loans charge 15 to 24% interest and you risk losing your family's gold. Personal loans charge 12 to 20% and are used to fund lifestyle consumption. The only good debt is home loan and education loan, because they fund assets that appreciate. All other consumer debt should be avoided. If you have high-interest debt, pay it off before you start investing. Let us walk through a case study. Ria is 25, earning 35,000 per month. She has no debt and no dependents. Her financial plan: build an emergency fund of 1 lakh rupees. Buy a term insurance policy of 50 lakhs. Start a SIP of 10,000 rupees per month in a large cap mutual fund. Invest 5,000 in PPF. Her total savings rate is 43%. At this rate, she will be a crorepati by age 40 and financially independent by 50. Now meet Arjun, 35 years old, earning 1 lakh per month. He has a home loan of 30 lakhs, a wife, and a 5-year-old child. His plan: increase his term cover to 1 crore. Buy a family floater health insurance of 10 lakhs. Start an education fund for his child with a SIP of 10,000 in a balanced fund. For retirement, he should save 35,000 per month, split between equity funds and PPF. His loan EMI is already a form of forced savings. Finally, consider Meera, 50 years old, earning 2 lakhs per month. Her goal is retirement in 10 years. She should have a portfolio of 60% debt and 40% equity. She should maximize PPF contributions and invest in debt funds for stability. Her equity portion should be in large cap funds and index funds for lower volatility. The most important thing at this stage is to avoid big risks. Her portfolio should protect what she has built. Once a year, you must rebalance your portfolio. Rebalancing means selling assets that have grown too much and buying assets that have fallen. For example, if equity has done well and your equity allocation has gone from 70% to 80%, you sell some equity and buy debt to bring it back to 70-30. This forces you to buy low and sell high systematically. Monika recommends rebalancing on your birthday every year. Track your net worth every year on your birthday. Net worth is everything you own minus everything you owe. List all your assets, bank accounts, investments, property, and their current values. List all your liabilities: home loan, car loan, credit card debt, personal loans. Subtract liabilities from assets. Your goal is to see this number grow every year. If it is not growing, you need to save more or spend less. This simple exercise keeps you accountable. Monika introduces the 50-30-20 budgeting rule for post-tax income. 50% goes to needs: rent, groceries, utilities, insurance premiums, loan EMIs. 30% goes to wants: dining out, entertainment, travel, hobbies. 20% goes to savings and investments: your SIPs, PPF, emergency fund contributions. If your needs exceed 50%, you need to reduce expenses or increase income. This simple framework keeps your finances balanced and sustainable. One of the most effective ways to improve your finances is to increase your income. Monika dedicates a section to salary negotiation. Most people leave lakhs of rupees on the table simply because they do not negotiate their offers. Research the market rate for your role. Practice your pitch. Know your worth. A 10% increase negotiated today compounds over your entire career. Your earning potential is your most important asset. Invest in it. An investment policy statement is your personal financial constitution. It documents your financial goals, asset allocation, investment philosophy, and rebalancing rules. Write down: my goal is to retire at 60 with 3 crore rupees. My asset allocation is 70% equity, 30% debt. I will rebalance every birthday. I will not panic sell during market crashes. Having this written down helps you stay disciplined when emotions run high. Our biggest enemy in investing is ourselves. Behavioral finance studies how emotions sabotage financial decisions. During market crashes, fear makes us sell at the worst possible time. During bull markets, greed makes us buy at the peak. Monika teaches that the best investors are not the smartest, they are the most disciplined. They stick to their plan regardless of what the market does. Emotional discipline is more important than financial knowledge. You do not need a financial advisor for basic money management. Monika believes you can do it yourself with this book. But as your wealth grows, you may benefit from a fee-only financial planner. Avoid advisors who sell commission-based products. A good fee-only planner charges a fixed fee of 10 to 50,000 rupees per year and gives unbiased advice. They will help you with tax planning, estate planning, and complex investment decisions. Let's review the most common money mistakes. Mistake 1: having no emergency fund. Mistake 2: buying ULIPs and endowment plans. Mistake 3: investing without clear goals. Mistake 4: keeping too much money in savings accounts earning no interest. Mistake 5: buying individual stocks without diversification. Mistake 6: ignoring health insurance. Mistake 7: lending money to friends and family without documentation. Each of these mistakes can cost you lakhs. More common mistakes. Mistake 8: trying to time the market. Mistake 9: chasing past performance and buying funds that did well last year. Mistake 10: having no will. Mistake 11: co-signing loans for others. Mistake 12: ignoring inflation and keeping all money in fixed deposits. Mistake 13: borrowing for consumption. Mistake 14: not negotiating salary. The path to financial wisdom is simply avoiding these common errors one by one. Let us summarize the key lessons. 1. Build a 6-month emergency fund before anything else. 2. Buy term insurance, never ULIPs or endowment plans. 3. Get health insurance for your entire family. 4. Use the 3-account system to separate income, spending, and investing. 5. Invest according to the 100 minus your age rule. 6. Start SIP and never stop, regardless of market conditions. 7. Track your net worth every year. Continuing the summary. 8. Rebalance your portfolio annually. 9. Write a will. 10. Avoid all high-interest debt. 11. Save your age as a percentage of your income. 12. Use the 50-30-20 budgeting rule. 13. Never mix insurance and investment. 14. Inflation is your biggest enemy, equities are your best defense. These 14 principles from Monika Halan's book form a complete system for lifelong financial security and peace of mind. Let's Talk Money by Monika Halan is published by Harper Business and is available on Amazon for just 350 rupees. This is one of the best investments you will ever make. The book is clear, practical, and written specifically for the Indian context. Whether you are just starting your career or planning for retirement, this book has something for you. I highly recommend buying a copy for yourself and one for a friend. You do not need a high income to start managing your money well. Even saving 1,000 rupees per month and investing it wisely can grow into a significant corpus over 30 years. The most important step is starting today. Do not wait until you have more money. Do not wait until you understand everything. Start with whatever you have, wherever you are. The habit of managing money is more important than the amount you manage. Money is not the purpose of life, but it is a tool that gives you choices. It gives you the freedom to leave a job you hate, to take care of your parents, to educate your children, to help others in need. Monika's philosophy is that money should serve your life, not the other way around. Financial discipline is not about deprivation. It is about making conscious choices so that your money supports the life you truly want to live. The journey to financial freedom is not complicated, but it requires consistency. Read this book every year. Review your finances every birthday. Stay invested through good times and bad. Ignore the noise of market experts and stock tips. Your financial plan does not need to be perfect, it just needs to exist and be followed. As Monika Halan says, personal finance is not about maths, it is about behavior. Master your behavior and you master your money. Thank you for watching our channel where we learn life lessons. If this video added value to your life, please like, share, and subscribe. Help others discover the transformative power of Let's Talk Money by Monika Halan. The book is available on Amazon for just 350 rupees, link in the description. Buy it, read it, apply it. Your future self will thank you. Until next time, stay smart with your money and keep learning.